Taurus, what's going on with you? This is going to be your weekly reading from April 1st to the 7th. I already pre-shuffled your cards, so let's get straight into your love reading. First card out of the deck. So it seems as if things are taking off, okay? This card entails full-on commitment to a certain direction. This is, no doubt in regards to where you're headed. It's just clarity and directedness is where I'm seeing. Now, this is positive. This is positive to say the least. I mean, even if it were to have a negative connotation, this can mean moving on from obstacles, moving on from past relationships or, things of that sort. However, I'm not necessarily getting that. What I'm seeing here is that you may be getting your wish fulfilled. Okay, so what it is that you desire is what you're actually moving toward. And what you're desirous of is something in the lines of nurturing, is something on the lines of balance, is something in the lines of harmony is what I'm seeing. Okay, now, based on what I'm seeing here in the challenge position with the Fool energy and the 10 of Wands, basically you may be carrying something that can feel a bit hindering. Okay, you may be carrying something that you are carrying out of your own volition, something that you're able to relinquish, and it will alleviate you of a burden. Okay, and this is what you're in the process of. What that is, we're going to look into that in just a moment. Now, in the past, disappointment, ladies and gentlemen. So I feel that you're most certainly coming from a place of disappointment, but I don't want to look too far into the past. What I'm seeing here is that disappointment is something that is in the midst of transforming this week. All right, so what you got on your mind is reciprocity. Again, I want to emphasize balance, equal give and take in a situation. And this is only going to prosper into something stable, something grounded, something reliable when it comes to your love life. All right. Now, Taurus, whomever it is that you're dealing with seems to be quite independent. They seem to be quite fruitful in their own personal life. All right. However, I also want to emphasize that there is a notable amount of self-interest in this individual. Okay, and this isn't something negative. Self-interest entails just an individual that is, looking out for themselves, looking out for their own enterprises, for their own projects, for their own expansion, for their own growth. All right, now this can sound a bit negative when this is a love reading. All right, but then again, why wouldn't you want someone that is independent? Why wouldn't you want someone that is taking care of themselves? This, in a sense, can have a negative ramification on your end. This can cause a bit of, scattered energy. This could cause you to contemplate thoughts that are skewed, such as maybe this individual is not that interested in me, things along those lines. All right, but let's go with the flow. We're going to look deeper and deeper into this individual's energy. All right, a lot of times what we display isn't necessarily absolutely what we feel inside. Does that make sense? Like, someone can be absolutely extroverted and just overly ambitious and this and that, but deep down they have some sort of feelings that are completely contrary to what they exude externally. All right, now Taurus. Yeah, I want to go back to this energy that I mentioned. All right, something regarding relinquishment of the past. There's something here that seems to have a hold on you. It seems to have a hold on you, and that in itself is limiting. Okay, what is this energy? What is this energy here? Help me understand. Whatever Taurus is in the process of relinquishing, whatever it is that they must relinquish for their own prosperity, for their own growth. You see, what it is that you are working through is something emotional. And once you overcome and surmount this, you will reach a higher state of emotional groundedness and stability. Excuse the silence. Tell me more about this attachment. Looking at a past situation as a loss, something ensued here in the past that you are having difficulty dealing with. All right, I feel that you have a negative perspective towards something of the past, ladies and gentlemen, and this negative perspective is something quite potent that is affecting your present state. All right, take this for example. You could have undergone something negative and it tainted your perception of romance, possibly this relationship, possibly this individual, or possibly your own self and your own self-worth. With that said, that past circumstance that you are working through is still currently influencing your present state of being. All right, that is what I'm seeing here. So a change of perspective. Look, whatever it is that you guys are dealing with, for those that I'm connecting with, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Whatever it is that you feel grim about, whenever love or romance is invoked within you, it may come with a feeling, or it may come with a distant feeling of this loss of something that you're inclined to move on from, something that you're inclined to walk away from. That is what must be focused on and worked on, ladies and gentlemen, because carrying this is going to affect not only your present relationship and your present circumstance, but even future circumstances. So sooner or later, you have to deal with this. It's best that you deal with this sooner than later, because if you deal with this later, you're only going to continue to perpetuate this cycle, all right? And you're going to continue to taint these romantic endeavors, these romantic relationships over and over and over again with the same bullshit from the past. All right? So the past is something that I want to emphasize, because the past is something that is still lurking in your present. All right? You got to overcome this situation. How do you overcome it? By accepting it. Maybe you went through something that isn't so easy to accept. It doesn't fucking matter. You got to accept it, either or else you're going to be a pity party your whole fucking life. All right, you're going to carry this shit till you die? I don't think so. I don't think so, Taurus. So what you must do is that you must acknowledge it. Look at it for what it is, as grim and ugly as it is. Look at it as for what it is. And then when you do, you basically, you find a loophole through it. All right, you find a way to transform your perspective through it, even if it doesn't feel right at first. You talk your way through it. Maybe you say, you know what? I was supposed to go through this for my own better good, for my own evolution, for my own growth. What did I learn from this? What can I take from this situation? And by talking your way through this ordeal that you may be repressing, this ordeal that may feel negative and pessimistic, you slowly begin to insert seeds in your subconscious that will fructify at a later time. All right? So just get started by talking yourself through this, by acknowledging the depths and the truth of it, and only by facing it will you be able to transform it. Okay? There isn't necessarily a right or wrong way to go about this. It all regards what feels right for you. So talk to yourself. Talk to your subconscious. All right? Insert positive thoughts. Try to wield your mind. Gain something. So you get this negative concept in your head, and you try to paint something good. All right, you try to paint something good on it, and little by little it begins to sublimate. It begins to lessen. It begins to lessen the effect, the burden that it has on you. Ultimately, you're able to transform this, and this situation, this attachment, will be something completely insignificant to you. What's going on? Why doesn't it focus? All right, that is what I'm seeing here, Taurus. Look, I want to emphasize that because what it is that you got going on is something that has potential, all right? And if you act right, if you act appropriately, you're only going to be doing yourself a favor. You're going to be doing this relationship a favor, all right? I know that you want this. I know that you want this new love. I know that you want to feel content. Above all, what I'm getting at of over or even greater than having a lovely relationship, you're wanting to feel good within your own self. All right, you're wanting to feel good and grounded and emotionally sound within your own self, and know that it isn't until you have that self-contentment within yourself that you're able to really enjoy a beautiful relationship with someone else. It's like you cannot expect to have a wonderful relationship where one loves you when you don't love yourself, when you repress aspects of yourself, when you dislike aspects of your life, of yourself. You have to come to terms and peace with all this shit. This is what we're here for. We're here to learn how to transmute this and how to overcome all these obstacles. Doesn't matter how fucking atrocious your life has been. You have the power to surmount this through effectively wielding your mind. All right? So this is all a learning process. This phase in your life, ladies and gents, is here to help you grow. All right? So use it. Take advantage of it. It may not be comfortable, all right? Just like going to the gym and working out is not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most exciting thing. But you know what? Once you go through the pain, what do you get? You gain. You gain, all right? You get stronger. You get more agile and so on and so forth. You got to go through the pain, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome it and face it, all right? Welcome and face it. Take baby steps, like I was telling you. Look at the darkness, whatever it is that you feel that grim repulsion towards. Look at it for what it is and try to find a loophole around it. What did you gain from it? How can you transform your perspective on it? How can you feel better about that grim scenario or concept? All right. Now Virgo, Taurus. I know this was like a shadow reading, okay, shadow work reading, and not so much of a love situation, but it's something that I felt inclined to share because you do have something that seems quite potent, something quite something that has potential. All right, and I see the only limiting factor on your energy is your own self and the burden that you continuously carry. All right, that's why we got the devil in the outcome. All right, so with that said, I'm going to take this to the extent and I'm going to look into this individual, whomever it is that you have around your proximity. All right, I'm going to look into their desires when it comes to you. What are their feelings towards you, their thoughts, and the actions that they're going to be taking towards you around this time. So if this was your reading, you're curious about this individual that you're linked with, I'll see you in the extended. The link will be in the description. Otherwise, Taurus, I hope you use this message to your advantage. All right. So remember, this is all but a growing experience, a learning lesson. That's what we're here for. So don't run from the lessons. All right. Face them, conquer them. I'll see you guys in the extended, or I'll see you guys around.